Recording? Cool. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this. This is all your old tests just stapled in one big packet. The only thing that's missing is the area stuff we did last because we didn't get a test on it. I'll make a fake test for that and give it to you tomorrow, okay? All right. So
finishing this. Are we going to finish this tomorrow?
We're probably going to finish it tomorrow, yeah. So first, let's do this. We're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. Even has the formula here. On your final, you'll just have a separate formula sheet. So a squared plus b squared. Remember, a and b is always the legs, the ones connected to the right angle. And c is the one by itself, the hypotenuse. What's up, Ike?
I'm just double confirming. So stuff that we're going to be learning now is like old stuff, right?
Everything from this half a year, yeah. So it's after winter break.
Is our final, correct?
And not only our last test, but we...
No, I mean, that's our, like, that is our last test, like, and then we're done, right?
It's a little different. So final... We don't have any tests before the final.
All right,
okay.
Right. And so this, I'm just, again, is old stuff, right? Like,
this is all old stuff.
Right.
So at least should be some familiar of some sort.
Right.
So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 6 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. You have a calculator throughout the whole test. Remember though, because everyone's taking the math test at the same time, don't depend on the calculators in the front office because they're going to be used up. So try to bring your own calculator, borrow a calculator, have at least a basic.
Like 4 just to make sure. I don't want to read
It's 100.
Yeah.
It's 100 squared.
So it's going to become 100 squared.
Why?
Last year,
which is
in the final, and I couldn't get one.
that stinks.
And I failed the final.
So 10 equals c.
Oh, you got it.
So c equals 10. Yeah, you got to square root at the end, so it equals 10, not 100. Trust me, I'm going to put the fake answer on the multiple choice 100 to trick you, but it's going to be 10 on that type of question.
Simplify it?
Not simplify, you have to finish it. Finishing it involves square root in it. Okay, next one, 3x5. In this case, a little bit different is A, B, C. So B is the one that's a variable. So we'll call it 3 squared plus b squared. You could put it x squared, it doesn't matter, equals 5 squared. 9 plus b squared equals 25, that's fine. Plus b squared equals 25. Minus 9 on both sides. B squared equals 16. No problem. And then you have to square root both sides. Don't forget, I'm going to leave 16 as a multiple choice answer. So 16, the square root is 16. 4. So it's going to be 4.
Now, Mr. Tovar, like, I know it's a bit off topic.
What's up, man?
Honestly, completely right. Those guys are just regular people. Like,
Yeah, they're just regular guys,
What are
man.
they?
workers.
Yeah, they're just working, man.
Like janitors?
Yeah.
Whatever, the person that was fixing the...
Yeah. Oh.
Oh wait, wasn't that the black guy?
Nah, it's like a different guy. He was
That
like,
guy looks so chill. I
Look
was
like-
surprised.
I see. No, it wasn't. I don't think his job is to fix computers. He just happened to be.
Well, I mean, it can't-
He's the maintenance guy, so he does the things that you have to use a drill for. The computer guy would be like the guy who programs the TV to make it work. All right. Next one, ABC. Remember, which one is A, which one is B, doesn't matter.
12 squared equals 13 squared.
Perfect. A squared plus 12 squared equals 13 squared. This is recorded, yeah.
Are you gonna post this with all the working on it?
I can't post this because these are my old tests, but I will post the recording so you could watch it. So A squared plus 144 equals 169. We subtract 144 on both sides. A squared equals 25. Remember, you have to square root both sides. I'm going to try to trick you and leave 5 there, or 25 there. A equals 5. And remember, the whole test is multiple choice, so sometimes you might want to just look at the options and see, well, it's not going to be 125. That doesn't make sense. Maybe you use that as your advantage.
How do you assess which one is what for the A, B, and C?
A and B is always the ones next to the right angle here. Next to the right angle. And C will always be the hypotenuse, the one across
Does it make
the...
a difference if you interchange those?
A and B does not matter. But C is its own guy. All right, next one. Tell if the following is a right, acute, and obtuse angle. So how do we do this? In this case, we learned that a right angle is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Now, we had 2 other type of triangles. we have obtuse angles or obtuse triangles where a squared plus b squared, where c squared is bigger than this. So c is bigger than this. And I'm going to rewrite that because it's just so sloppy. But it's going to be a squared plus b squared is smaller than c squared. Or another way you could think of it, c squared is bigger than a squared plus b squared. So it's dependent on the c squared. While over here, acute triangles, if c was bigger on obtuse, c must be what in this case? Smaller. So c squared is smaller than a squared plus b squared. And then put yourself as a little note, c is always the biggest number.
Can I quickly run to the bathroom?
Go ahead, man, go ahead.
Okay.
C is the biggest side/number. Okay. So first, let's look at here. 5 is the 5. 5 is the biggest number. So 5 squared is going to go against 3 squared plus 4 squared. Well, 5 squared is 25. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. 9 plus 16? 25. 25. Wait a second. They're equal. Because they're equal, this is a right triangle. Because they're equal, it's a right triangle. Next one, we're going to set it up. 7 is the biggest, so 7 squared.
I feel like we don't have to do the rest. Can we just go on?
How do you know how to set up, let's say, 4? Like, how do you know how to set that up? Like, what's the formula you're using?
Use these formulas.
Biggest to smallest?
Yeah, you want to put biggest to smallest. So I put the biggest one here. And then I don't care which one goes second or first. But this will be the 2 smaller ones. And this will always be the biggest
Can we
one.
skip 5 and 6 and just do 7?
This is going to be the biggest one? No, I'll do everything. And this is going to be the smallest one. So in this case,
So how do you know which one? How do you know you're using acute right or?
you see at the final answer. So let's look. Here, it is 7 squared, which is 49. And here, 6 squared, which is 36, plus 5 squared, which is 25. So 49 equals, or
61.
is 61. Which one's bigger? 61.
1.
Okay. So c squared is smaller. Because c squared is smaller, that must mean it's an acute one. So this is acute. So after you do the math, you square everything, then you see which one's bigger or smaller.
Got that.
Okay. Number 6, 10 squared. Oh, whoop. Let's do it in black. 10 squared is 6 squared plus 5 squared. 100, 10 is by itself because it's the biggest one. 100 equals 6 squared, which is 36, plus 5 squared, which is 25.
So 61 again.
100 happens to be versus 61 again.
Obtuse?
This one, because 100's bigger, it's obtuse. Because C is bigger, I should say, more particularly.
I don't have an actual.
Now, this one is weird because they give you square root of 12. You don't know which one's the biggest or smallest here. So what you're going to do is square everything first. So a square, square, square. When you square a square root, the square root disappears. So this is just 12. 4 squared is 16. And 5 squared is 25. After you square it, then it's obvious which one's bigger. Which one's bigger? 25. So I'm going to rewrite it like this. 25, a little blank. 12 plus 16. 25 versus 28. Oh, 28 is bigger than 25. The C is...
So there's no squares anymore.
You squared it first, so you don't have to square it again. You know what I mean? All right. So 25 is bigger than 28. In that case, wait a second. Or 25 is smaller, my bad. So that's acute because it's smaller. And remember, acuter is smaller, obtuse is bigger, right is correct, the same equal. All right, I'll leave that up for 30 seconds.
Just a lot.
It's all your tests combined. Yeah, there's a lot. It's literally definition of a lot. Okay.
We're not finishing this by tomorrow.
If we don't, we don't. That's okay. I'll
We
just
have
keep
Friday,
going.
don't we?
We have Friday too, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just go on.
Fridays 2, 4, 6.
We don't have class Friday.
Yeah, we do.
Friday's the last event.
Friday we have class.
No, it's 2, 4, 6, then the event.
No, let's go on.
You know that?
Now I
I
know.
just mapped out like a week ago.
Yeah. All right. These triangles
We just draw the lines.
should be back. What's up? So this one, you have to draw the pattern. So when you have a middle line, it's side, middle. Then we go the other way, middle, side. So what does that mean? I'm going to write my fraction like this.
Oh, it's
Side, middle,
6 over 4.
equals middle, which happens to be 6 again, 4. There's going to be a number you use twice. In this case, it's 6. From here, we have a proportion that's equal to each other. We do cross multiply. So we'll cross multiply these and cross multiply these. So 4 times 6 is 4x. I'm sorry, 4 times x is 4x. And then 6 times 6 is 36. Divided by 4 on both sides, x equals 9. So your answer is 9 on that one. So remember to cross multiply. Don't worry, I'm going to put a fake answer. I'm going to put fake answer 4 and fake answer 6 because some people are just going to think it's the same number. I'm here to trick you on the multiple choice. I'm not going to make it that easy, at least. I'm testing you.
So 9, there is no middle, so
So this one's the side one. So you got to start from the middle in this case. Short, side, and then the reverse is the side to the whole. So the whole thing.
How do you know where to start? You always start at the right angle?
No. If you have the middle number, start on the side. If you have a side number, so this is a side number, start at the middle. So you got to start where you don't have. So 4x, so 4 over x, equals x, the side, over the whole thing. So not just 4, not just 5, together, 4 plus 5, 9.
whoa. It's x over 9.
Yeah, x over 9, because it's the whole line.
So x would be 36.
Good. So we're going to cross multiply again. 36 equals x squared. Don't doubt. I'm going to leave 36 as a multiple choice answer. Square root both sides, though, because it's x squared. X must be
6.
good, 6. Don't doubt. I'm going to leave 36 as a multiple choice answer. Here, in this test, in this question, if this was the exact question, the multiple choice answer would be 4, 5, 6, and 36.
The top and the right side?
In this one?
Yeah.
Which one you have, the middle or the side?
You have the side, so you need to start the middle.
You have the middle, so you have to start the side.
Oh.
Because the x is what you have, or what you're looking for. You can think of it like that.
So, wait.
Go ahead,
now,
try.
Now it's x to 18 or x to 8?
You got to start at the corner, so it got to be 8 to x. So we'll start with 8 to
Why do you
x.
start at the corner?
You have to start either corner. You could do 18 to x, but you start at the corner because you have the middle. Because you want to end at the middle. So here, you want to end at the middle in the purple. Here, I want to end in the middle in this red. Then, since I'm at the middle, I go back down the middle. So it's going to be 8 over x, and then x over 18.
124. 124 square root is, I don't know.
So it's 124 equals x squared.
I can just rely on this one.
I'm doing work. I know.
Square root both sides. Now, very important. On your multiple choice, you could get the decimal square root of 124, which is like 11 point something, 11.2. Here, I will write it in the multiple choice as square root 124. So
Why don't we do square root 36?
What the heck?
because there is a square root of 36. What's the square root of 36? 6, that's fine. So this one will be written as a square root in the multiple choice.
Will it only be a square root?
We'll go to the next one.
Because it's not clean, so I don't want to write it as a decimal. This test, you should have a calculator. But let's say in the worst case event, you don't have a calculator, you should still be able to do it by hand.
God forbid.
Yeah, God forbid.
I'll redo the last one.
That's why I want to make sure it's non-calculable, doable without a calculator. I wish there was a word for it. Non-calculable? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Calculator.
All right, you will get these formulas on the test. These are the two formulas you will get on a formula sheet.
I don't want to walk out of the case of your life.
So what do you want me to do about it? You want to keep it in the? I could keep it in my car, but then it's going to be hot.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta order to store it.
You could keep it in my room and then pick it up later. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you gonna tell us which thing is like each equation?
On the formula sheet, I'm probably going to write, these are the special right triangles, here and here. For special right triangles, you got to see if it's a 40 or 60 degrees. It will be labeled, but not labeled per question. But it will be generally in order, unless I mess up.
Didn't you say wait, you said it wasn't good, right?
What's up?
You said it wasn't good.
What's not good?
Vanilla.
Vanilla? I don't like vanilla. If I were to tier it, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
Never
About
tried them.
caramel. Yeah.
I've tried
Caramel would go right in between chocolate and strawberry for me.
I've tried chocolate and caramel. Caramel was good. Like it got like
Give me that money back.
sickening.
Okay.
Like it started tasting like worse after like 2 sips.
That's what I mean. It has like a taste afterwards.
No,
so-
after like a bunch of bottles of caramel, I get sick of it.
It's too strong. Like the chocolate is just like perfect.
The chocolate's
Come
so
out with
good.
like cookies and cream.
Yo, I'm stealing money from him.
I'm giving him back money.
Why?
I'm gonna give him money to buy me vanilla because I can't get it. Well, I changed my mind.
Why? I was a one or two.
Because I can't get it.
Why did you change your mind?
This is my I think so I'm just gonna take this word that word. That is not right.
You've never tried it?
Vanilla, no.
Wait, so what do you do?
Okay, so we're gonna use the formula to solve this out. These boxes I just put in purple. These are the formulas. I'll give you that. Okay. So for this one,
These are the stories.
Yeah.
You need like a membership.
so how do I use this formula? You're gonna put it as this. So in the purple box, I have it already. So I'm gonna put a root 2, and it's decided by what's across from it. So the first triangle, I just made them the same
I
shape.
remember I hated this.
Oh.
This one was so bad.
It was a tough one. Well, it's tough just because
Pull back
the,
up.
you have it on your paper though.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
so A would be 45. Both A's would be 45. Right?
A's will be across the 45. Yes.
So it'd be 45 and then square root 2.
No.
Alright, so both A's are 45.
No. I'm sorry.
Yes.
The A value is the value of the side. So in this case, A equals 6.
Then what's with the...
Where the A's go, like if this is an A or is this an A root 2, is dependent on what's across from it. So across 45, it's going to be an A. So let's say if we did the number, what is this, 12 in here? Across this one should be an A, and across this one should be an A, while this should be the A root 2, okay? That's why it's different.
So how do we solve this?
Okay, so first one it says AB. AB is this side over here, right?
So A.
I know A equals 6, right? Because I can see it from here. So 6 root 2.
Root 2.
And then on the multiple choice, it will look like 6 root 2,
Wait,
just like
it's all
that.
multiple choice.
Your whole test is multiple choice.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's so easy.
It will help.
Wait,
It will help.
6 is B, is A.
But I do put tricky fake answers. Like I know the mistakes you guys would make.
6 is AB, so it goes like that.
AB is the side one, yeah.
So AB becomes 6 because it's a cross.
No, AB is 6 root 2 because it's always A root 2. But we figured out in this particular question, A equals 6. So AB is 6 root 2. While BC, which is just A by itself,
B6.
would just be 6. So BC is just 6.
So 2 13s. So AC.
Why is BC 6?
Wait.
AC is 30.
Why is A 6?
Why is BC 6?
So in the original problem, if you see it blank, look at this side. This side is 6, right? Over here, 6 equals something. 6 equals, what position would this be? I look across 45. Oh, that's an A value. So this should be an A. I look across this one. This should be an A. And I look across the right angle. This should be a root 2.
Okay, never mind. Got this.
Okay. All right, let's do 13 and then, or let's do 12 and then we'll go back to,
We didn't do BC.
oh, BC 6 because it's just A.
And if not, it should be extremely close. It should be 86 14.
Can I go talk to Mr.
Good
for a
defense,
second?
defense.
Who?
Sorry.
Why?
Because we just have a really big test and I have
Mooney's
so
gonna
many
get
questions.
destroyed by Forkford.
No. If your test is next period, it's too late now. Your test is next period, though.
No, but it's not like questions like to like teach it. It's just like what I'm confused on what's actually on it.
No.
What is this? 12?
Yes, 12. We're going to do 12 and then we'll bounce back to 13.
AC.
So, ace.
45. Right?
No.
But you're not giving me an outside thing. So
I am. Look at this. This is 10 root 2, which is written on your page, right?
Also, it's 10.
So this is a root 2. Hey, wait a second. What's the number in front of root 2?
It's 10.
10. So this is a, which we just figured out a is 10. And this is a, which we just figured out a is 10. So in this case, they're both 10. Okay.
So the outsides are always A.
I did not get this at all at first.
Wait, the outsides are always A.
It's always easier to learn it the second
The
time.
outsides are always A.
No. Like this one on the right side. This is the 30-60 angle. So it's A across 60. Whoa.
What are you talking about?
This is wrong. Wait a second. My formula's wrong. Everyone crosses out. This should be 30 degrees.
Jim's gonna cheat on
This is 60 degrees.
Do it, I dare you.
What?
Don't cheat, man.
Yo, I just heard it from over here.
Alright, Parmalan. Say whatever you want to her. She already hates me from the things.
Don't cheat, though.
I don't cheat on her test.
Yo,
Okay.
I heard
Whoa.
I messed up on the formula. It should be 30 up here, 60 up
I
here.
can't get it out of my head now.
Okay?
I'll say it in front of my face.
I crossed out the wrong triangle.
It's okay. Just cross out the right triangle, though.
Alright, so look
No, now I
at
have
it.
to cross-
What?
It's okay. It's okay.
You want Mr. Burger
Do it, please.
and Hershey.
You do it.
I just emailed all of them
I'm sure. You can do
with
it.
the
So it's supposed
audio.
to be 30 and 60.
So 30 should be on the top, 60 will be on the
I
bottom.
don't know which one's
I'll have it fixed on the final
Oh, I
review.
already added-
So, good question. Which one's which? The 30 should be across from the A.
This would be helpful. I don't want to go here.
The 60 should be across of the A root 3. I need blue. And then the right angle or the hypotenuse should be 2A. This is correct. So 30 should...
There's no ACBC. I wouldn't.
This is just the formula on top right. This is just the formula in the purple box. No, we keep working, man.
I don't understand any of this.
It's okay. You'll work on it and you'll get better at it. All right,
So confused.
let's continue. Now that's the formula.
How do we know which one is which? How do we know that this one is not this? It's not this person. This one.
Oh, you got to look at the numbers on the inside. Since there's a 30 here, you're going to look at the one with 30s. If it's a 45 one, you got to look at the one with the 45. Okay, this is 30. This is 90. What's left over? This has to be 60. There has to be 60 left over because it adds up to 180. Okay.
What makes something?
Now let's do the work.
What do you mean?
Across from the hypotenuse. I use blue. So across the hypotenuse is 16. That's 2A. 2 times A. So let's figure out what A is. A equals to 16 equals 2A. Divide by 2 on both sides. A equals 8. Because you got to divide by 2. So A equals 8. Now, let's look at 30. Across 30 degrees should be the A.
Bro, this is what happened. You said, I want to construct.
33 degrees is A. We figured out what A was. What was A?
I said, what about fish?
8.
Fish is not better than fish.
Then, let's across 60. What's across 60? We look at the formula. A root 3.
Why is it 3?
That's just the equation, A root 3.
I can't do this.
So it's going to be 8 root
It's just this A.
across 60
Oh, this is way too confusing.
on the top left. Right here. Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. AC, hey, I already filled that in. That's 8 root 3. I can see it from the 60. And then BC, hey, I already filled it in. That's 8. All right. Guys, you okay?
No. It's not happening.
It's okay, man. You could do it. You got it.
It's not happening.
All right. Let's do it for 14. All right. 30 is down here. That must mean 60 is over here. Across the 30, I look at the triangle on the top of the page. Across the 30 is A. Wait a second. This is just 7. So A equals 7. What's across the 60? A root 3.
7. 7 root 3.
So we're going to plug in A for 7. 7 root 3.
And then be 7 root 2 for across the C, right?
What's the formula?
Yes, it's A2.
It's not A2.
It's A.
It's 2A. It's 2A. So across the hypotenuse, or the right angle, is 2A. Well, 2 times 7. What's 2 times 7?
14.
14. So that's 14.
Whoa.
I'm done.
I got 3.5.
3.5. You cut it in half. You don't want to cut it in half. We have the A value, which is 7. Then we times it by 2 because I'm plugging in the A value.
So I don't know where.
So this one, would you agree A is 7? Let's just do that first. Why?
Because 30 across the 30 is.
Perfect. Now, across the hypotenuse is 2A. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I want to make sure Gavi got that.
What is it? How do you get?
Just in the formula. Is it not the hypotenuse 2A?
What is 60 turned into?
Yeah, right? Okay, this bottom side is definitely the hypotenuse. Now, what did we just say A was again?
7.
So what's 2 times 7?
I thought you divide.
14. The first one we divided because the number I got, which was 16, you got to think of it, it was already multiplied. I already have the result. It's already 2A'd. The 2A already happened to the 16. So I need to figure out what number I plug in here to cause 16. So now it's 14. Then we just plug in the values. AB, which was the hypotenuse, is 14, like we said earlier. And BC, which is the 60-degree side, or across the 60 degree, 7 root 3, because across 60 is A root 3, and we already figured out A was 7.
Where do you get root 3 from?
That's part of the formula.
How are we ever going to finish those?
We got 3 days to finish it, man. Like, we'll just keep rolling. We just finished one of the tests. 2 tests, I think. All right. Label the sides. So this is kind of the reverse question. I'll give you the equation. You know what? Honestly, you could cross this out. I'm not giving you this because you already got the formula.
Whoa, what?
Let me look at this carefully. This section. What is this? Oh, this was the remake when you guys messed up the test. You could skip that side because that was the. You remember I let you retry this one. So this is the retry. We already practiced it, so we don't need to. All right. Where's my triangle? Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the same as that one.
Yeah. All right. My thing got cut off a little bit. So on the next page, it says from angle A. That should be over here. So I'm just going to put from angle A. So we want to figure out which one's opposite, which one's adjacent, and which one is hypotenuse. So this one's just labeling, okay? So we're standing at angle A. So AB, which is this side over here, that's across the right angle. So that's automatically the hypotenuse. Now BC over here, that's across from the theta. So it's opposite. And then over here.
Can we talk about the other thing?
Which other thing?
The one before. This is so much harder.
This next one is adjacent. What, the one before?
Are we learning geometry?
Alright.
No.
Pull them out.
All right. I will post this as review.